It's on again. It's on again. It's on again. It's on.
I will leave you assed out. Watch how fast you pass out. See how quick I smash out. You should have pulled my cash out. I will leave you assed out.
So why would an artist choose to sign with your record label, an independent record label, as opposed to maybe a more well-known record label? What would be the benefits to the artist?
Okay, well, the benefits, first benefits, they get to keep their soul. That's the first benefit. You get to keep your soul. And then you have creative control. And then when you go down to the, brass tacks, if you sign to a major record label, you may, if you hot, you may get about 20 to 40 cents an album. You know what I'm saying? With my label, you get $5 an album. So all you got to do is sell albums and you're going to come up. So that's the benefit. I mean, you're going to get more than quadruple what you would get with a label. A label would definitely push you way out there, but the thing is that a lot of artists don't know is that a label just say a label put $1 million into you, or they give you a $250,000 signing bonus. A lot of artists, get that, start copping houses or getting a new car and a new chain, and they don't realize they got to pay that back plus interest. Now they got to go to the studio, so they're going to boost the price up on the studio. Then you're going to shoot a video, then you're going to have your release party, and then all of these little perks you get, it's coming out of your pocket.
I see.
So before you actually make that 30 to 50 cents an album, you got to recoup all of that. So if they gave you $1 million, you're going to have to pay them back at least 2.1 million back in sales before you see a penny. So if your shit is hot and they done blew you up and it only sell $1 million, $2 million, forget copies, $200, $2 million, then now you're getting ready to start from zero as far as when you're getting ready to get your 30-something cents. So with that right there, I mean, what if it's just hot and it's just enough for them to recoup their money? Now you gotta get ready to get back in the studio and try to renegotiate a deal because they see that you are kind of hot to where they can make some money, but it's still like a flop. And then you haven't seen any money yet. With me, you sell 10 copies, and that's just on the super low. You sell 10 copies, you better not cut on my label, but you sell 10 copies, you know what I mean? That's $50 right there. So just think 500 or $1 million if you sold 1 million copies times $5 million. So it's just the difference in numbers and actually being able to have your creative control, have your pockets right, and the main thing is to have your soul. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. A lot of MCs, a lot of singers are soulless.
So you've never signed to a record label before, ever?
I've signed to a major management, negotiated with major record labels.
Okay.
Like Interscope, sitting in a meeting with Jimmy Iovine and, those things, you know what I mean? And that's when Death Row was hot and, you know what I mean? So it was a wow, But at the time, I didn't know what I know now. There's a lot of things going on in the labels, in the music industry now.
So how do you feel about the music industry today, as it is today? How do you feel about the industry as a whole?
The way I feel about the industry, this time right now, I mean, I feel that it's so watered down. It's a marketing thing. It has nothing to do with music. I feel that the industry is exploiting negativity. They don't want nothing positive. And it's good. And the reason I say it's good for an artist right now that's in this game, because you got the internet to where the industry or the labels are just the middlemen. So by them being the middleman, you have the ability now to cut out the middleman. The labels used to get people because they used to say, we can put your music all around the world, we can make you known around the world. But in this day and time with the internet and all of these different sites and stuff, you're able to put yourself around the world. So now it's just you and the consumer, the artist and the customer. You make a song, they like the song, they download it after they buy it, It goes to your account, and you sold a song. It's simple. No, they accumulate over a 6-month period how many albums or downloads you sold, and then now they're getting ready to deduct all the stuff they put into you, and then here you go, here's your 30,000. Well, I sold 1 million copies. Why am I getting 30,000?
Do you plan on producing music for the next 5 years, 10 years? How long would you like to do this? Would you like to go into maybe acting, or what else would you like to do? Or is this it?
Well, no, actually, I do a lot of stuff now. I mean, I don't just do music. I mean, I do videos. I do directing. You know, I'm more of a visionary. You know what I'm saying? I have a vision to where I can see where things should be. So I'm more of a director and editor, where I put things together, connect the pieces of the puzzle, and I would rather give someone else the acting part of it. You may see me acting in a few videos of my own, or if somebody want me in their video to act. It's not like I can't act, but I'm more, as far as the video part of it, I'm more behind the scenes and behind the music of the movies, because you got soundtracks and you got this and that.
Okay.
You know,
So what's next for DIZAZTA? What's the next step?
well, the next step for DIZAZTA, I have 3 more albums I'm releasing by the 4th of July. And it's what, June 19th? 18th?
21st, I think.
It's the 21st today? No. No, I gotta double check. It's the 19th.
Oh,
Don't be
okay.
scaring me like that, man. I'm supposed to have been at work 2 days ago.
I'm sorry. I
I'm
apologize.
man, no, that's cool. That's okay.
That's
So
funny.
it's June 19th. So I got 2 weeks to release 3 albums. You know, and it's actually off the box set. I have a box set. It's called The Problem and Answers. It's 5 CDs in 1 box set, but by me being a new artist, I didn't want to bring them out as 1 box set. You know how they
Sure.
do Beatles, you know, because how much
Okay.
you gonna charge for 75 songs?
Okay.
Too many songs.
Right.
So I broke them up into volumes. So I released volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did 2, 3, and 4 May 1st. All 3 of them at the same time. So I have the next 3 albums, which is The Problem and Answer, volume 5 and 6. 6 is a bonus Problem and Answer volume. And then I have my collaboration album, which is all of the people that I did music with. All of their, you know, everybody I ever did music with, this whole album. It's just that. You know, so you have some of my artists on there, some maybe future artists that's on the label, you know, that will be on the label. But just us doing music together, I don't waste nothing.
Okay.
So I've already contacted them, let them know, hey, I'm dropping this by the 4th of July. Send paperwork out, everybody's with it, cool. You know, I don't like when people hold me up, you know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes it happens, you know?
So it may be a little bit dark. Do you want to check the camera and see if it's too dark?
Yeah, let's take an intermission and let's check the cam and see. It's actually kind of cool though. Come check it out and you tell me, am I dark since I got black on?
Okay. Oh, it's a lot brighter than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it's a nice little, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, you good. So I mean, I'm just gonna fire this up just a tad. Just
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Well, the wind blows that way.
Oh no, look.
So tell us a little bit more about you. So what do you do to relax when you're not working on music, when you're not shooting a video, when you're not helping other artists with their craft, and what do you do to relax? How do you relax?
Man, that's a good question. How do I relax? Well, music and editing and all that, it's actually fun to me. I don't consider this work. I've been deprived so long that now that I have a chance to do this is what I wanted to do all my life. So now I have a chance. I'm in a position to where I can do what I want to do. So it sounds crazy, but this is how I relax. And that's how I'm able to do so much of it. It doesn't feel like work. I don't feel like, okay, dang, I gotta, you know, make another album. I gotta do this and do that.
So it's definitely something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I have a lot of passion. I'm just a passionate person. It's the way I speak and express myself. When I'm expressing myself on radio, music, behind the camera, in front of the camera. Yeah.
So talk to me about the financials. So how do the financials work? You produce a song, and then you produce a record.
Okay.
Let's talk about the distribution, those costs, how the money comes in, those costs, how you distribute the money to your artists. Talk to me a little bit, whatever you're comfortable with. Talk to me about that.
Well, I'm comfortable with anything, you know.
Okay.
Okay. But the way I distribute the funds through the artists,
Mm-hmm.
it's similar to how a record label does. If I'm paying for studio time, if I'm paying for videos, if I'm paying for everything, then I have to recoup that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But the way I recoup it, just say if you're just an artist and you don't put nothing up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I give an artist an option for a 50-50 split. If you come to me with music and money, then I'll put in half of your half, and then I'll put it out, and we're gonna both make the same amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to me with songs and ideas, and I gotta put my backing, then I'm taking 75. It's only fair. I'm giving you the 25,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I got songs that I could be giving my songs beats that I'm giving you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on how much I have to put into it, you know. So, and just say that the era that we're in now, you have to make hot songs for the simple fact that a person can download one song off your album and never buy nothing else. So why make an album with only one hot song in the era of iTunes where people can listen to 30 seconds of a song and say, I like that song, buy it, and leave the rest of the album alone? See, the catcher is you want to put 12 to 15, 20 songs on an album and make it so hot that they're better off buying the album. Because if they try to buy one song at a time, you're going to spend $12 for the CD or $15 for the CD or $20 depending on how many songs is on there. So you're better off spending $9.99. As far as manufacturing, my first 3 albums, let me put this up.
It's getting kind of dark. Come on.
You go.
Well, after you answer this question.
Okay, after this question, you're there. Okay.
So, distribution.
Okay, distribution and manufacturing. My first 3 albums I printed up.
Yourself. Your own.
Not me like in the room with a printer.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
I mean, because some people do that. You know, they write, you know, the funk flex, and then they, you know, with the little Sharpie.
I see.
You know, you got that. Hey, support $3. You know. No, I'm talking about printed up, manufactured, design, barcode, pictures, words to the songs, who produced it. I mean, the whole
Mm-hmm.
inserts.
Mm-hmm.
And I did 3 albums that way, and they worked out, you know. But it's a lot of overhead,
Right.
you know. So in the era that we in now, you got iPods, iPads, touch, you know, MP3 players. You know, not many people are using CDs. CDs are like the new LPs. You know, everybody got an iTouch. Everybody using that on the headphones and going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So they're downloading music from their computer. They're downloading from sites. So I put the music for digital distribution only.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So we won't find your CDs in stores.
You'll find my CD in stores if you order it.
Okay.
So just say you go to, first you gotta find a store. All the record stores are closed. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
that's how far and deep the game is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you find a store, you can go there and say, you know, I want DIZAZTA CD. And then they'll say, well, who is DIZAZTA? And you say, well, DIZAZTA. And then type it in. And then they'll say, okay, well, how you spell it? And you spell it DIZAZTA. First thing they'll do is Google it. And then it'll pop up and they say, okay, it is an album. Okay, so then now they'll check their distributors, whether it's Super Dave or Super D or, you know, Black Box, or these are all distributors
Mm-hmm.
that actually distribute physical CDs into your store. Okay, so they'll go through their list and they'll say, okay, boom, Super D has it. So they'll say, click, 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 okay, order it. Depending on the record store, they may make you put a deposit on it, or they'll say, come back tomorrow.
I see.
And then you'll come back and it'll be there in the physical store.
Got it.
You know, because it costs to have your stuff inside of the store.
Right.
So I'd rather I know you want it before it's sent to the store.
Got it.
We'll leave you assed out. Watch how fast you pass out. See how quick I smash out. Use it to pull my cash out. I will leave you assed out.